Hey, hello, this is Greg Goshorn with G2 Internet Solutions and welcome to our training. Today's topic, building permanent digital online assets. How to use video and reviews to improve your online presence. We love this topic, a very important and powerful way to help your business. So let's dig right in. Now, why? Well, we focus on these because they actually make the highest and best use of your time, money, and efforts. I mean, who doesn't need to do that? And again, we know that reviews and videos are searched for and watched by over 90% probably of the folks on the internet, within the past couple weeks. I mean, who hasn't watched a review in the last week or two? Who hasn't watched a video in the last week or two? Now, here's the staying power. Both of these things stay online virtually forever. I mean, the review sites, they stay up there for good or for bad. They rarely will remove them. Now, if there is something really bad, if it's fraudulent, you can absolutely follow the prescribed protocols at each one and get them removed. The review sites, well, those are mostly controlled by the people who put them up. So unless you take them down, they're up there. Now, here's the beauty. The longer they're up, the better chance they are of getting indexed by Google, and we'll definitely show you some tips on how to improve your chances of Google indexing them. So here's one that we did for very simple term tempi video marketing. Lots of results, millions, 5 million. And this one is on the first page. And it's been there, if you look closely, since 2015. So Google owns YouTube. Google is always looking for video results to show in the search results. So here is an example. Now, reviews. Let's dig in. I mean, do you look at reviews when selecting a product or service? Yep. So does everybody else. And this is why they're ultimately so important. Now, a few stats. It's amazing, these numbers. 97%, reading reviews. 92% when they're looking for a local business. And so this is what we know. Every day, customers look for services online. Often like this, they're doing a topic and a location. And so when they're out there looking and they don't really know exactly all about the services, they kind of look the same to them, and they see service A, it's got four good and 2 bad. Service B, they have none. And then they see service C, it's got a half a dozen 5-star reviews. Now, which one would you choose? Right? They're doing the same thing, picking the one with the stars. Now, it's really a game changer. I mean, these reviews are everywhere, right? I mean, they are on Google, right? They are in social media. The directories have them. Alrighty, so as you can tell, they are ubiquitous. They are all over the internet in all different ways. And so another way it's a game changer. I mean, they can send you pre-qualified leads. Here's one. They had seen all of the reviews and they're convinced. And so right on the first appointment, they're ready to do business because they know other people know, like, and trust you. And so when they are looking around, they're going to look, statistics show, probably at 10 reviews. Now, we think that, they need to have a half a dozen to even be trusted. So without 6 5-star reviews in their minds, it's hard to even be trustworthy. And so another talk about this again. I mean, people trust reviews. They trust them as much as family recommendations. I mean, the numbers again here, in almost near in the 90th percentile. And now, what do people do? Like after somebody told them about it, what do you do next? Well, you go online and check them out. And then what are they looking for? Well, a lot of the time they're looking for somebody to be trustworthy with. I mean, this would be above, who came up first in the results. This could even be above who had the cheapest service, right? And then here's another one, a study where this partial increase, a half-star increase, was proven to increase business. And so here we talk about the most powerful marketing, right? And so we know about referral marketing and review marketing. Now, referral is kind of the traditional. It's a one-to-one. It's private. It's finite, and it's not necessarily an asset. Okay. Now, compared to review marketing, which is 1 to thousands, because it's out there in the public. And again, we talked about it. Those reviews stay there, and because of that, become an asset to the company, right? And so we say that the review is kind of a public referral. So we ask you, which one is more powerful? This is why we talk about it being reputation marketing. We're using the reputation and we're using it to market the company, right? Okay, so let's dig into some actionable tips for y'all. And so here we go. How to get to them. Well, start with Google My Business, have a Google My Business profile, have it optimized, and then you can build reviews there. Now, ask your clients. You can ask them in person. You can send them emails. You can have your email signature. You put the review links on there to make it easy, from Google and Facebook and many of the others. Okay. And we have the approach that there's multiple facets to this, right? So you've got to manage the reputation. You've got to build it, always be getting more, and then show it off, right? And so when you break this down, you should be monitoring your reviews. You should be paying attention to what the people are saying about you out there. Best practice is to reply to every review, good and bad. Okay? And building, asking for reviews in person, via email. Now, here's one word of warning. Many of the terms of service from these review platforms do not want you to incentivize it. Like, they'll give them something free for a good review. And then once you have them, then leverage them. Share them on your websites and your social media, right? Show other people that you are trusted. Now, for some of you, we may have done a reputation report, which goes out and scans online and shows what people are seeing about you. This is an available resource. If you want to follow up with us, we can get one for your company. We're going to skip past this now because we know that not all of our audience today will have one of these. Now, this is an example of our system. This is an example of what any good system should do, right? So it starts with the review. It starts with capturing them, right? And it can do it through online and especially mobile feedback pages, right? And it should be monitoring what's going on. And these notifications are sent into the company, right? in the form of alerts and reports, monitoring the directories, right? And we're asking for people, we're building them, and then we're directing them to get the reviews online, because they have to do it. You can't do it online for them. And of course, then once we have them, we show them on the websites, and we show them on social media, and we turn them into images, right? So we're showing them on the picture pages. We love this one. We turn them into video. Here's a marriage of the topics today, right? So what they want to read, reviews, in the format they want to consume it in video. And then it's also nice to turn these into ads as a way to easily show them off. Okay, so there is the reputation side. We're going to transition now over to video. And once again, we'll start with some stats. I mean, these big trends on the internet, watching it online, right? Consumers are looking at more video about brands or businesses or the products, right? It's what they want to see on social media. The hours and hours. I mean, 7 hours a week last year, and we think this is only increasing as time goes on. Now, we love video. We love the power of it. We love the leverage of it. And so we've got 5 tips on how video works for you, right? So video increases your search engine rankings, right? When you post a properly optimized video online, 53 times more likely, right? And we said this before, say it again. Google owns YouTube. It's looking for video results. So this is one of the top ways that it works for you. Now, we also love the fact that it increases engagement. And so we know that we have a limited amount of time to capture people. We know that we wanted them to stay, and videos help us do that. And so that extra few minutes of engagement can make all the difference between them, stopping, clicking, reading, or bouncing off your site. Now, number 3, it can be very personal. It doesn't even have to be you on camera to be personal, right? So it can allow them to know you, and then like you, and then trust you, right? And so it's a personal connection if it's just your voice. And so these are really ways that it can help you selling ahead of time and shorten the sales process. Now, here we are, accelerating the sales process, right? And so many times it's a drawn out step. They have to find you and then meet you, right? And so with these videos, and multiple videos probably, right, they are finding you, and then they're seeing you, and they're learning about you or your company or your products or your business, all of the things that they're searching for. And so it starts to build up that reservoir that they know you, and they can feel more comfortable doing business with you. Now, again, leverage. First part of it is leverages your time. You do the work once, then this thing keeps working for you 24/7 on your site and other locations, right? So do the work once, keeps going. The other second part is not just one place, right? It can be on your website, your blog, your landing page. It could be on Facebook, YouTube. You can post these in your Google My Business profile. You can put them on LinkedIn, Yelp, even in your emails and your newsletters. And so here's a tip. Put the word video in the subject line. They get higher open rates. So many reasons why video works for us. Now, let's dig into some actionable tips for you. keep the video short in the beginning of the interaction. And so a lot of times we start with a less than 1 minute video. And then as people are on your site, or as people are learning more and reading more, we increase the length as the viewers' interest increases. I mean, when people are really invested, and you've done it, you've watched in 20-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute video or webinars, right? So the idea is they can be very long, but in general, on the front side, we keep them around under 3 minutes, which is kind of a standard YouTube length in recent days. Now, what kinds of videos can you make? There are a bunch of them. We like the 3 W's. We think that a welcome video is really great. We love wisdom videos, meaning not really salesy, but sharing tips, sharing information. I mean, don't be afraid to give away some of your best stuff. Lead with value, right? And then the wow, that can come in a couple of things. We often think it's a compelling offer, right? A good deal, if you will. So beyond that, a bunch more, right? We've talked about the customer review videos. You can have explainer videos of how you solve your customers' problems. You can tell the background of your company. You can make events around videos around specific events, either annual ones, golf tournaments, whatever you're doing, sales. And another great way is to put your stuff into a message series. Again, remember, we make them kind of small and bite-sized, and so if you have lots of ideas, you can put them into a chain or a series of videos, right? So part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and they're all easily viewable and digestible without overwhelming them. Okay, well, got to make them. A bunch of choices still, right? These cell phones are amazing these days. They got amazing quality, great sound. You could, get external mics. You could use a fancy video camera. You could do like what we're doing today. You could do a screen recording, right? There's all kinds of stock video. You can make something in PowerPoint and do narrations and save it as a video. You could outsource to a company. Fiverr has some places. I mean, there's lots of ways on how to create them. Where to post them? Well, we love to get them out there on YouTube for the SEO, right? It's probably not going to be automatic, but it gets it to start to be indexed. And then all the other places, that we talked about, you can put them. Now, when we start to put them on our websites, we love to put them on our own page, our branded page where we play the videos, right? So instead of just sending them out to YouTube where they're going to get lost, we keep control. And so you can see on this screenshot, we've got, our information across the top, right, and across the right sidebar, and then the video by itself is on the page. So we'd keep digging in, more things, here to get indexed, right, and to properly, begin to walk down the path of optimizing them. Use your keywords in the title and the description and the tags. The tags should include your main keywords, your company name, your location. And a little pro tip here, we like to put a unique tag for all the videos on a single channel, because if in fact they actually found them on YouTube, then your videos may show up in the right hand column on YouTube as a recommended video. So other great things you need to be doing. Pick a good thumbnail. Even make a custom one, but pick one. They're going to give you 3 when you upload. One that's the most representative, right? And you could do a lot to make your channel more appealing. You should have an appropriately sized header image, right? And you can put links in the header, and you can put links and URLs in your descriptions. You should set up a standard default for your video descriptions that has some common things you talk about your company and what you do and where people can find you, right? So you don't have to type it every time and it's in there. Now, there we go. Videos we covered, reviews we covered, why they're important, how they impact, tips on doing it right, okay? And so these are powerful forces, and if you're going to spend time investing in your business, we think this is the highest and best use, right? They're not just going to flow down the fast-running river of social media. They're going to be out there, right? And so we say you should get to work now on creating those long-term digital assets that will keep helping your business, because they are out there. It's 90th percentile stuff. People are looking for these. And with that said, boy, we sure thank you for being a part of our event. We would love to get your feedback, and we appreciate your opinion. Thank you very much. Greg Goshorn, G2 Internet Solutions. You can learn more about us and how we could possibly help you. I mean, you can do it yourself, you can do nothing, or you could work with somebody like us. We are available at onlinelocalvideo.com. Thank you.